It's already become a war of death and destruction. The question is for who? Sadly, it's Ukraine. It's Ukraine that has been used as a battering ram against Russia, and it's primarily at the cost of the Ukrainian people. It's totally egregious. I mean, we have what now 4 million children who are now deemed food insecure. People just look around and they see their infrastructure crumbling. We see potholes in roads. We see ever-growing NHS waiting lists. It's our people who are in poverty. It's our people who are dying as we speak. There is no realistic way that NATO are going to win this war. There is no realistic way that Zelensky is going to win this war. To actually say Britain's position is we're cutting support for Zelensky, we're withdrawing from NATO, and we're withdrawing from this whole conflict. That would actually go a very long way in of itself to ending this conflict, and it wouldn't even cost an extra penny.
It will end up to a world where a new iron curtain comes down, but we'll be on the shitty side of it, all right? We'll be on the interest-paying side of it, but the rest of the world will have escaped from that. Andy Burnham, we know what you're doing, all right? We know what your game is. You're going to follow Starmer, you're going to follow the World Economic Forum, you're going to do whatever. It's not Schwab anymore, it's Fink, all right? You're going to keep pumping money into Fink's project in Ukraine, all right? These guys over here with the Ukrainian fags, that they don't realise if Ukraine wins the war, 68 million acres, if they get Donbass back, 68 million acres has already been sold off.
I would just say, stop all funding to Ukraine, immediate negotiations with Russia, and tell Zelensky to withdraw from all of East Ukraine Donbass, because that land is never going to be taken back. They've taken all of it, while they're about to. And also, please stop funding Israel and all foreign wars, and please put our healthcare first, and fix our schools and our roads, and make sure everything is affordable, because, you know, we're bankrupting our country. That's one other thing I forgot to add. With sending all that money to Ukraine, we can't even afford anything now. And also another message to Andy Burnham would be, please don't conscript us. No one wants to be fighting for war on behalf of Zelensky and his NATO masters and the Zionist masters. No one wants that. We don't want our people to be killed simply for nothing.
People don't actually realise the scale of the casualties and the atrocities that have been happening in the Donbass as a result of NATO forces. You know, this is a massive war, and it's one front of what I would argue is already a world war. Honestly, I think it's disgusting that we're seeing the Ukraine flag flown over government buildings when there are people sleeping out on the streets. Andy Burnham's just come in. He says he's going to sort all of the problems out. I don't believe that he will. As Mayor of Greater Manchester, he wasn't able to solve the homelessness crisis in Manchester, so I doubt he's going to make a dent in the problem in Britain. But when you think about the billions and billions and billions of pounds that the British government is sending to fuel a war in Ukraine that we should have absolutely nothing to do with, when we've got, you know, crumbling infrastructure. You know, it doesn't cost a lot of money to get people off of the streets and into safe, secure accommodation. That's one thing that we could be doing with the money. You know, the infrastructure in Britain, our transport system, we're seeing with the extreme weather at the moment how ill-equipped we are to deal with any kind of stress or strain, and that's just because there hasn't been any investment in our railways or in our any of the day-to-day things that we need to make our society run and look after our own people.
Fantastic. Well, it's so great and beautiful to see you all out here standing against imperialism.
My message to Andy Burnham would be it is absolutely inexcusable that we are spending billions of pounds on war when people are sleeping out on the streets, when Britain is falling apart. Stop this war now. Bring Britain's troops home. They should be guarding our own borders. They shouldn't be off fighting a foreign conflict that should have nothing to do with us.